And it's gotten just so far left to where it's like, sometimes to me I laugh at it because it's like, man, are these people actually trying to play this role? Like they don't know what this is really about. They don't know who actually told him to kneel instead of sitting down. I mean, it's like I've been saying for a while. An ex-military guy who was actually an NFL player asked him to kneel. If you have a problem with anybody on the kneeling, you should talk to him.
I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's divided by racial lines. It's more so black and white than kneeling and disrespecting the flag. And I mean, because at the end of the day, we want to turn a blind eye to the fact of the matter is innocent black men and women, just minorities, period. Just minorities. We're gonna take that back and we're gonna say minorities, period. They're being, disrespected, killed, taken advantage of. Right now we got little children separated from their mothers and fathers, and most of them are Latino in descent. And I don't care what race you are, you gotta have some type of, common love of the people of the world, period, to not, back that and want to deal with that. We could have figured out a different way.
Gotta be a different way.
Handle stuff like the killings and everything. I mean, at the end of the day, I believe Kaepernick, in about 20, 30 years, Kaepernick is going to be looked upon as a Jim Brown, as a Muhammad Ali. He took his stance and he stuck with it. He wasn't trying. I don't feel like he was trying to get paid for it. I mean, he was just, this is what I feel, and I want the world to change. And I'm with him. I back him 100%. I don't feel like nothing he said or done is wrong. He's not using this, as a platform or to sell anything or do anything. The man took $1 million out of his own pocket and donated it to charities. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's divided by racial lines. Anybody who's not agreeing with me, I bet you they don't have no melanin in their skin.
Yeah.
And, dude, you just don't know what to say about it.
And a lot of, like I said, it goes back to it. It's fueled by race. I mean, on this issue, because once again, I mean, the people that they should actually be mad at is the white, military player who said, hey, you should kneel instead. If he came up with the idea, and I said, hey, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. I'm still not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just kneeling. People should go after him.
It's all show. Because at the end of the day, I don't know the exact year, but I know not too long ago, the national anthem wasn't even played before the game. We know this is all a show. And I mean, it's about, a lot of people, they're backing their president, and as you should, because when 44 was in office, Barack Hussein Obama, I backed him. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's divided by racial lines. The people who got a problem with it, they're one color. The people who don't have a problem with it, they're another color.
And honestly, when you just said that, I mean, when you really look at it, a majority of certain colors don't have an issue. A majority of certain colors do have an issue.
Yeah, it's divided by racial lines. And the people who are trying to be ignorant to what Kaepernick is consistently saying, like, I'm not disrespecting the flag, I'm not disrespecting the country, but I will not stand at attention with my hand over my heart and my hat off for a flag in a country where people of minority descent are being killed at a quick race, a fast race, and raped, and nothing is being done about it. I mean, it's sad, and like I said, that goes back to the Botham Jean case. Let's see how it plays out, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised, and I mean, most of America, we should stop being surprised when people are getting off because they're killing, innocent black men, because they're gonna find a way to smear your name. But I mean, you can look into probably most anybody's past. Everybody's done something. I mean, we are, of the flesh. I mean, everybody sins some way or another. Nobody's perfect. Your pastor is not perfect. I promise you, he's not. But at the end of the day, we know what it's going to be. I mean, don't be surprised if misguiding is let off.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the part. I mean, I'm thinking you know, with all the evidence that's laid out, you know, they're gonna charge her, right, maybe, you know, with a second degree murder and end up with maybe like a 15 or 20 or something like that. Anything below that, I'm gonna feel as if, you know, that privilege thing is coming into play.
I got you.
I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, anything less than 15, because once again, I mean, you were in the wrong. You were in the wrong, and from the sounds of it, it's kind of like you say. You know, the neighbors say that, you know, she was knocking and she yelling, "Let me in." So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on with that. But like I said, with the Kaepernick, man, I mean, I don't think he understood where it was going to end up at, because it's turned out a lot bigger than it was in the beginning. It has taken a total crazy turn, even with the people with burning their Nikes and stuff like that, man.
I salute Nike for what they did, by the way.
I mean, I salute them, but at the same time, you know, man, that Nike did that because it was about the money, man. I mean, a lot of it, you know, is about a bottom dollar for a business. I mean, just as well as, you know, you in your own life, you know, you look at yourself as a business. Right. So the outcome is income, you know.
That's why at the end of the day, you know, blacks, we are a small percentage of America. I mean, our dollar is a small percentage of America. I'll be honest, and I will be, you know, silly if I didn't sit here and say, I don't understand the reason why owners aren't signing Cap.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he has the talent. I do understand why. I mean, because just like you just said, the bottom line.
Yeah.
I mean, majority of those people in those stands are, you know, Caucasian descent. You know, their money is longer than ours. They're more. There's more of them in the population.
Yeah.
And it's messed up, you know. But I know why. I see why. Because it's definitely not because he doesn't have, you know, good enough skills.
Yeah, he can play with.
We saw the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys Sunday.
Look at him on his own team. On his own team.
We didn't ask you for all that information.
But and that's what it is. I mean, Cap, you know, for the bottom line, and once again to be aligned, like you said earlier, with the president, you know, you know, they don't want to get on the bad foot with this guy, you know, and that's something, you know, that I mean, we definitely have to work on, you know. Like I say, struggling and striving a little bit hard, and that's why Cap bringing a lot of these issues to the forefront is a good thing. But just with Nike, man, we got to make sure Nike gives some of that money back, man, because they stocks. I think they said they had a 50-year high on their stocks as of yesterday. Yeah, with this stuff, you know, all the money that has come in, which is like I say, Nike knew what they were doing, you know, and we have to some kind. Got to walk a tightrope with that, you know, because once again, to give it all to Nike, we got to make sure that they're giving some of it back. You know, they have to be supporting some of the causes, you know, that Kaepernick, is trying to bring awareness to.
Most definitely.
Because we just gave them all of that money and they, you know, run off with the bag on us.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Yeah, you know, ran off on us twice, man. So, you know, at the same time, that's why I say we got to make sure that we dig into it. I'm gonna do a little research on it, see what they gonna end up giving out, you know, so we can understand, you know, hey, did we just give them, you know, a lot of our money? I mean, the Kaepernick contract that he's already signed, he's probably already got paid for it. So,
you got on Nikes, I got on Nikes. My man's got on Nike. So
yeah, and Big Law got on Nike.
Big Law got on Nike. Yeah, we was kicking out dollars to Nike before, you know, Cap, before they did the Cap thing. You know what I'm saying? We just appreciate them. So, you know, I might go spend an extra $2 this time. You know, when I buy some
socks.
Shoes. Yeah, I might buy some socks this time. Because I was getting them from the flea market, you know what I'm saying? 10 for $15. And they real comfy, I'm telling you.
But yeah, man, and that's the thing, man. Like you say, and the people went crazy, man, with cutting their stuff up and setting it on fire and stuff, man. And I'm just like, you know, do they even, you know, understand? Because not talking about a 10, they probably, you know, buy another product that Nike has some kind of hand in. You know, a lot of these companies are so connected.
Converse.
They so connected. It's like you can't miss them every way. They gonna catch up with you one way or another.
Nike is Mecca.
Yeah.
You know, pinnacle.
Yeah.
You know. They'll find Nike. Yeah. If they don't find Nike, their kids will.
Yeah. Or Nike will find you.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
You hear me? It's inevitable.
It's inevitable that it won't go on. But man, like I say, man, we're gonna run into another quick break real quick. Like I say, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk Trump real quick before we get out of here. Man.
Oh, Trump!
What you think about Trump, man?
Hey, I mean, he's the president. I don't agree with not too much of anything he's been doing, but I mean, at the end of the day, we have to get out and vote. We have to vote in the smaller elections as well as the big elections. We have to win the House, and we have to, turn out more. We have to be better. I know people were like, I didn't vote this time. I mean, we should have voted. We should have voted. I promise you, we wouldn't be in this type of predicament if the lesser of the evil Hillary was in there. I'm not saying that Hillary was the best candidate, but I mean, she is what we chose. Me.
All right, man. Like I said, that's voting. We're going to get real big on this voting thing.
We need to. Turn out like we did when we had Barack Obama coming into office. Let's turn out again, my black brothers and sisters. Yeah. Let's go get Dr. Trump out of office. Whatever that dude name is. Number 45. Let's get him out of there, y'all. Come on.
All right. We're going to go ahead and go into a break real quick, man. I got Brian McKnight, the only one for me. And you are listening to the All the Above Show, 890 AM, FM 103.7, and streaming live at KTLR.com.